Good morning, ma'am. Good day. So, we are the Group 7 here to report about the significance of the AC or the alternating current voltage rectifier. So, as a jump start of this report, I will be discussing to you the introduction of our report. So, as our introduction, I'm gonna be stating first the history of our topic, and then the purpose of making this research. Okay, as a brief history. Okay, before we have got this devices or electronic devices which require DC type of source. So what do we mean by DC? This is a type of voltage source which is direct. When we say direct, the value is constant, and if we will be graphing the direct voltage with respect to time, we're gonna be having a linear graph of that voltage, like what I've said. Today, our cell phones and even computers or MP3s, iPods, and everything, they require DC voltage. But you might be wondering that how come that we just plug in those electronic devices directly to our input if those input or outlet that we have in our home is AC or alternating current. By the way, let me define to you AC or alternating current. This is another type of voltage source which is alternating, like what I said, meaning the value is varying. And I would like to emphasize that the variation of values of AC is very fast, and it can destroy the whole device. So again, how come we just plug in those devices directly to an AC source if they require DC type of source? And let me just again emphasize, if how come we just plug in with those devices directly to an AC if that AC can destroy the whole device? Then that comes in our report, the rectifier. The rectifier is a circuit which converts AC to DC, meaning an AC which is alternating, or by graphing it as sine wave, using a rectifier, you can flatten that AC type to a DC type, like what I said, a horizontal line. So this AC type of source would be functional or would be used by those devices. Okay, way back we have those we already have those devices which request DC amounts, the DC sources. But then they just use batteries, because battery is a perfect example of a DC source. So again, by just looking further to the definition or the explanation about batteries consume a lot of elements or chemicals that may destroy our environment when disposed. So scientists, specifically in Bell Laboratories, they have designed a device that converts AC to DC, so we can lessen the use of batteries, and that's where they come out with a diode. A diode, which is typically made of semiconductors, was used. Why diode? Because diode has the ability to control the voltage, so we can have an output like a DC source. So now and then on, different orientations of this diode were made. So different types of rectifications will be handling. So the purpose of this paper is to first inform the people about how rectification is done. What it is involved in a rectification, and to inform you about its application. We would like the researchers would like also to recommend some ideas with regard to this topic, and we would like, again from the title, know and specify the significance of this rectifier. And with that, we go to the body.
Okay, I am having a verdict for basically II-1. I am currently discussing diode. So diode is a two-type terminal electronic component with a non-linear current voltage characteristic. The most common type of diode is a semiconductor diode. So the function of diode, the common function of diode is to allow the current to pass in one direction, this is called the diode forward direction, while blocking current in the opposite direction. This is the reverse direction. So, there are a lot of examples of diodes with a different type of function. There are diodes that regulate voltage, which is the Zener diode. There are circuits from high voltage surges or avalanche diodes. There are two electronically tuned radio and TV receivers, which is the Rectifier diode. And to generate frequency oscillations, this is the tunnel diode, the impact diode, and the gun diode. The most common use diode is the light emitting diode. The diode is the first semiconductor electronic device. This is discovered by the German physicist named Ferdinand Born in 1874.
So, once again, ma'am, good morning. Again, I am Kim Kenneth G. Villaporta, here to report one of the parts of the body, which is the process of rectification. Okay, the process of rectification of a signal or an AC source involves three parts. First is the transformer part. The transformer part is the part where we lessen the amount of AC source that is coming to the circuit. Commonly, our outlet has 120 volts, and a common type of transformer used is a transformer that decreases 120 to 1/4 of it, which makes an output of 30 volts. Why do we lessen the amount of the voltage? Because too much amount of voltage applied to the circuit may destroy the whole circuit, may destroy the microcomponent. So that's why we step down or decrease the amount of voltage being used. Another use of transformer is to step up, but then it is not used in a rectifier. And another part of the process of rectification is the rectifier itself. So the rectifier itself is a part where we directly convert an AC type of source to an AC type, and that makes sense with the help of the diode. We have three major parts or three types of or orientations of diode in a rectifier. First is the full wave, second is the half wave, and third is the bridge. And that will be further explained by one of my members. By using those diodes, since diodes once again controls the current flow of a specific AC type, we have this possibility of changing that AC, the wavelength, to a linear one or the DC one. Lastly is the output. Output part, this is the part where we get the lessened voltage and the rectified voltage. Again, this is the part where we get the lessened voltage, meaning the step down voltage, and the rectified, meaning the DC one. This is the part where we add a resistor or a capacitor to smoothen the output, so we can have a nearly perfect DC voltage or a perfect horizontal line. With this main part, rectification is very much applicable. This rectification process is made. So with that, let us now go to the next report.
Hi ma'am, I'm Ilona Tataro, and I will be reporting other forms of rectification. Rectification is the process of converting alternating current voltage into DC. As it had been said earlier, the process of rectification is usually done with the aid of diodes, but there are other ways to rectify signals. It is with the use of precision rectification. This kind of rectification is like the combination of operational amplifiers and diodes. Though it emits a smaller rate of amplification signal, it will be done with high accuracy than the normal kind of rectification. The normal kind of rectification. The technical technicalities of this report can be read with our written product. Thank you.